Hi guys, welcome to Office Blokes React. I'm Office Bloke Dave.
I'm Office Bloke Mike.
I'm Office Bloke Dave.
Collectively, we are the Office Bloke Daves and Office Bloke Mike.
Yeah,
It's true.
It is true. OBD and OBD.
OCD.
And OBM.
Yeah.
I've not got OCD. You've got, if anyone here's got OCD, it's you.
Possibly.
Cleanliness.
Yeah.
Car.
Cleanliness, 100%.
Yeah.
100% cleanliness.
Yeah.
Organisation, 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there we go. Right then. Funny small talk. Theo Vaughn and Joe Rogan.
I'm not sure about Theo Vaughn for me.
I have...
Yeah, I know what you mean.
I think for me, when I first saw him as a stand-up comic, in fact, I saw him on Rogan first, and he's absolutely hilarious.
I 100% agree with you. As a comedian, he can be very funny.
Yeah.
The first stand-up stuff I saw, absolutely hilarious. On podcasts, it's where he is in his wheelhouse, I think. And his latest stand-up special on Netflix, I was like, I've kind of heard it all before on your podcasts, and like, it's... I think he's maybe spread himself too thin a little bit with all the podcast
I think that's what a lot of these
stuff.
comedians are doing these days.
Yeah.
They're getting too much stuff out there on podcasts.
I was
and
going to go
again.
down that route and say,
Yeah.
you know, the one thing you listen to a lot of podcasts. I listen to a lot of stand-up comedy. So it's kind of like, for me, you've got to be good at stand-up comedy. And when I listen to you on a podcast and then you transfer it, I don't listen to podcasts, but I've heard what you say about podcasts.
Yeah.
And I know Theo Vaughn is a very big podcaster and stuff like that. And I'm like, struggle sometimes with Theo Vaughn.
The thing is,
you're not
to listen to him, and especially like him on Rogan and places where he has a good rapport with someone, he's absolutely hilarious. But I feel like, I wonder if maybe he's transcended being a stand-up comic and is just a podcaster.
It's the same what we were saying about when we talk about like people who go from stand-up comedy to TV.
Yeah.
And then they dilute themselves a little bit and they become a bit more commercial and all that kind of stuff. I think Theo Vaughn's that guy as well.
I think he has, in the sense of, because some of his premises are so obscure, he works them out on the fly on a podcast when he's talking to someone, and he'll come out with some weird thing where everyone goes, what the fuck are you on about? And
he's never been top level.
I think
he's middle of the table for me.
The thing you got to think with a lot of these comics, though, is they're earning millions every year from doing a podcast.
I'm not sure about that.
I mean, people like Theo are. I think
maybe,
with sponsors, ad revenue, everything else that goes with it.
Not sure about millions, but they're earning a lot. Yeah,
I'd say people like Theo. He's getting millions of views per episode and doing a couple of episodes a week. He's making millions with.
Right.
Like when he does a read for Manscaped, for example, he's getting paid a fortune for it.
Right.
Much more than people like us would.
Yeah.
How does that work then? That's fucking Mike. You're going to get onto that.
I know. Yeah. So
are they getting more fucking for Manscaped?
What these worldwide known comics?
But my point is, as a touring comic, there's probably a cap on how much you can earn because you can only be in so many places. You know, like
get that. And the bigger the venue, the bigger the you know, and then you got specials and stuff like come out.
This is why a lot of them have gone down the podcast route, because it's probably better paid than the comedy.
Yeah.
Which is a shame.
Schultz did something similar where he put his special on YouTube. And it got 5 million views in like a week or whatever it was, something like that.
But Schultz is like, he's a big podcaster.
He's way head and shoulders above Theo Vaughn. But Theo Vaughn's been going for a lot longer than Schultz for me, in my mind.
Yeah.
I don't know if he has, but in my mind,
he's been in the game for longer, I think. But funnily enough, Schultz and Theo Vaughn together have got an amazing rapport, and they've done a couple of podcasts together where everyone's saying Schultz and Theo together is the combo.
Listen, I'm not bashing Theo Vaughn.
I think
he's a great comedian. He's a fantastic comedian. Yeah. But for me, he's middle table comedian.
That's fine.
He's not Bill Burr. He's not Dave Chappelle.
I agree.
There's loads of. I can put 50 comedians above him.
I think that he has potentially, his stand-up has suffered because of the podcast.
Possibly.
That's the point I'm making.
Yeah.
But
I think Bert Kreischer is like that as well.
But the podcasts are so well paid that imagine walking away from that paycheck for integrity of your stand-up. And so it's a weird time, and I think the podcast bubble is about to burst for a lot of these comedians.
Possibly.
Personally.
Yeah, you're right. You might be right, yeah.
Because a lot of them, and we're going on before we even get into the video.
About 15 minutes in already, aren't we?
A lot of these podcasts are comedians going on each other's podcasts to talk about how cool it is to have a podcast.
Yeah.
And how podcasts have changed the game. Yeah. And as a fan and a listener, sometimes you go,
don't want to hear that.
It's so self-serving. Like, talk about some funny stuff that I'm into. Yeah. But a lot of them are saving the funny stuff for their specials. And
no, you're right, Dave. You're 100% right there.
We're going to get into it anyway, because that's the podcast.
But for me, Theo Vaughn's like, he's got to do a little bit better for me to go up the table of
stand-up wise.
Yeah.
I'm a bigger fan of Theo Vaughan as a person than I am as a stand-up comedian. I think because I've seen so much.
See,
of
I'm the
him.
opposite. I like his stand-up.
Yeah, but I like his stand-up too. But I just think he seems like such a cool, genuine, nice person.
His stand-up's good, but he needs to do more of it and less of. But if that's what pays his bills and that's what he does,
it's a weird time, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
If it was like 10 years ago, pre-podcast, he may be the best.
But I'm not going to watch. I would never watch this in my life.
Well, we'll see.
Apart from now.
Well, let's do it.
Do you have any animals that you don't
Funny small talk, Theo Vaughan and Joe Rogan. We're reacting to a video.
people that you have, like any secret animals?
I keep a lot of giraffes.
No, you don't. Do you really though?
Yeah, you keep them under leaves. Shit.
I could see you having something though.
No.
Have you thought about it?
I used to have piranhas, allegedly.
And what do they keep in a tank?
Yeah, you keep them in a tank. You know, you used to be able to buy a human skeleton online. I used to have a human skeleton at the bottom of my piranha tank.
Really?
How weird is that? You buy a skeleton.
And what can you do with it?
I don't think you can anymore. I bet you can't buy them anymore. But you used to be able to just buy human skeletons.
How long can you keep it the whole time?
Forever.
Fuck. Who was it?
Here's the funny thing. I got rid of it. And when I got rid of it, I'm like, man, I'm going to throw away this human skeleton. Some questions might come with this.
You would think it'd be like a Cabbage Patch Doll, like it comes with a little birth certificate.
We buried it, which is even worse, probably.
Yeah.
Because then people are going to be like, what the fuck? Oh, that's someone right.
Yeah.
That's so
What do you do with a skeleton if you're gone in?
Why would you get it in the first place? That's my question.
Sorry, Dave. We're a minute in, and this is like fucking weird.
But this is the side of podcast I like, where people are just trying to make each other laugh and just chatting shit.
But it's not funny, is it?
Not at the moment. No.
But they could be doing this for 3 hours just trying to find the things, and then sometimes a funny thing will happen.
In 3 hours?
Time to wait.
Fuck that. I'd rather buy a human skeleton. Would you?
massager. Isn't that great?
So
Yeah, that's this muscle in here.
Oh, I'm gonna
says
come on that
funny
damn thing. It feels
small
fucking
talk. Hey,
good, bro.
bro.
Sorry, bro.
Rude.
That thing feels good.
You are so horny today.
Dude, I had to drive. It's like a 20-minute drive over here.
Oh, that gets you horny? Driving? Nothing like driving.
Dude, no, I'll say this. Things that get me erect these days. Driving, being on planes. You know that.
Bumpy roads.
Not a bumpy road, bro.
Get one of those bumpy road boners.
Dude,
Those are real.
You asked me one time, remember they had a lady, I got an erection on a plane and she got pissed. She told the flight attendant to get me a blanket.
Yeah. Well, did you have it out?
No, I was asleep and it was in my pants.
It was in your pants,
Yeah.
and she saw it somehow.
Yeah. She saw my pants because I wear lean pants.
Lean pants.
Or, I wasn't wearing like a
fat suit.
canvas or anything,
Oh,
or
like a
textile,
thick
something.
burlap.
Yeah.
Like a carpet.
Yeah. Yeah, dude.
That's crazy that she's looking over
Isn't
at
that
your
crazy,
dick.
though?
But I guess if I was a woman, physical addictions, some of them will kill you. Like you get off of alcohol too quick, you'll die.
Yeah.
It's a physical addiction that is real.
Oh, that's a good point.
You can't pretend it's not real. That shit'll kill you.
Right.
So it's obviously real. But then there's other ones like washing your hands too many times. Like some people are addicted to washing their hands. I know a dude who doesn't go anywhere without Purell. Everywhere, washing his hands. He's putting Purell on.
That's crazy.
Washing his hands. Doesn't like to touch doorknobs. Touches doorknob, Purell. Back to the hands. It's weird, and you fuck up your skin flora. Like it's not good.
Yeah, we had a dude that used to lick both of his shoulders before he'd start talking to you.
Oh, that's good. That's
And
a
it
good
was
move.
crazy.
That's to let motherfuckers know you're serious.
Oh, yeah. Bro, yeah. That's an Irish.
I just caught Mike in the screen over there trying to lick his shoulder.
You have to do it for me, lads.
Need a long fucking tongue, wouldn't you?
Hello, right there.
Anyway, where were we? We're in Crazy Town. You're the mayor. The fuck are you doing? You lick your shoulders in front of
Dude,
me,
we
bro?
had a dude in our town. He put like a chocolate on your shoulder and you try to get it off, eat it off.
That's not right. That guy's gonna grab you one day and fuck you.
Well, he
Just wait
did
till you
get in trouble
close.
for something. I don't remember what it was. I'd grown up, but he was.
He's like one of those anglerfish. He's tricking you.
Yeah, he's getting you to look at that, huh?
He's gonna get you. You come looking for that chocolate. Go ahead, eat it off my shoulder. Eat it off my shoulder, bro. You look down. He's got a bat in his hands.
Well, if you said it, I did.
He's like you on that plane.
You at least put it on your dick.
The chocolate.
Eat it. Don't just stare at it.
Yeah, as I say, shoulder. Then.
Yeah, nothing bad's
Come
ever
on.
happened when someone's
Be a
pulled
bit more
out.
creative.
Someone's pulled out a chocolate-covered dick with no context. It just looks like shit all over it.
In the heat. In the heat of the moment.
Come get your chocolate. Come get your chocolate. You want this chocolate?
But here's the thing, man.
You're supposed to sit up straight.
Yeah.
You know, you're supposed to. Your back is supposed to be straight.
So you can be like
But sometimes I sit like this.
Yeah.
I'll talk to people and I'll be like that. Like my head is forward. It's like just very bad for your back. Like you're making your discs carry your weight in an uneven way. What you want to do is have everything up and strong. Obviously, this is exaggerated, but most people, like, you get lazy. So what good posture is like a constant state of exercise. Well, that's what good posture is. Because you want to just slump. I slump all the time, man.
But doing posture all the time, it feels like you're always like, about to graduate. I feel like you always have to be like, kind of like, you know what I'm saying?
It is what it's like. But you don't have to be exaggerated.
I cannot even imagine they have that.
So good for you. I got one right here, bro.
Really?
Wow.
I feel like something you would do to kill a deer or something.
No,
I saw a video of a woman get stuck in one of them yesterday. What? Did you see that thing where you dangle upside down by you?
What it is?
You lie down in it and put your feet in it, and then it rotates, and you're upside down.
Oh, you spin around.
Yeah, I saw there was a video of a woman who she got stuck and didn't have the core strength to get back up, and then had the police came and had to get her out of it. But she was in there for a while.
Wouldn't it be in like a gym or something? Now?
No, I think it was like a home gym that she did it, but she was stuck.
Wow.
She was there was no getting her out.
Wow.
It's such a weird looking machine, though.
It's a bit of a fucking clickbait title, this. Funny small talk.
I'm finding it funny. I'm finding it funny, personally.
Not at the moment, no. Must admit.
Oh, good for you. I got one right here, bro.
Really?
Wow.
I feel like something you would do to kill a deer or something.
No, that's a different kind of thing, man.
That's wild, man. I need some stuff. I think I need to get more, bars and stuff I could hang off of. I got to alleviate some pressure.
Those are great for your shoulders, like chin-up bars. Grab a hold of a chin-up bar and just hang. Hanging is really good for your shoulders because everything gets compacted and everything gets like bunched in and nothing stretches out.
Oh, I'm built like a Conestoga wagon, brother. You know that?
Conestoga wagon.
Conestoga.
What is a Conestoga wagon?
It's like a wheelbase is really questionable. It's like 6x6. Like I'm not that fucking.
You don't move that good? That's a Conestoga wagon?
I'm built like that.
Imagine if you just decided that's how you're going to rock it from now on. You're on the highway. People are beeping at you.
Get your motor running.
You got a wooden wheeled wagon. You're dragging behind your Ram pickup truck.
A bar of gold just falls out the back.
You got a Silverado, Chevy Silverado pulling a fucking covered wagon. They'd be like, you can't do that. Why not? This car's registered.
Yeah.
It's all legal. Who the fuck is buying wagons these days? People are buying them today?
Oh, the wagon's coming back.
Is this these fucking assholes that want to reenact the Civil War? Get out there in a wagon and pretend there's still slavery.
Well, here's the thing, bro. I understand reenacting it in the winter, but they do it in the summer, man.
Do they really?
Yeah.
You don't want to do it in the winter. You'll die.
And the South always wins the reenactment, too, which is wild.
Oh, no, it doesn't. Really?
Yeah, I don't blame.
Real?
I mean,
is that real?
I think there's a little bit of.
You know what they should do? They should reenact the Civil War and kill themselves. Not in real life, but in the fake. I mean, pretend. Hey, man, I don't want to fight for slavery, and just all pretend to kill themselves.
Yeah. Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, they should say, hey, we're gonna do it the right way, or we're gonna toss down our guns and suck all the dicks of the guys in the North.
Yeah.
How about that?
They would have won that. They'd have won if they'd have said that. They'd have won if they'd have been like, if they catch us, they're sucking our dicks. Be like, whoa.
They want you to feel.
It's definitely a swing and a miss for you two, isn't it?
Yeah.
I've literally listened to that podcast.
If I listen to that, I'll turn it off for about fucking 20 seconds. You found that funny?
Amusing.
What bit?
Well, again, I listened to that whole podcast, so I've heard it a few times, but it wasn't the funniest edit. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to be a proponent of that was a great example of the banter between the two of them. Yeah. It was a bit of a shit edit, to be fair, but we don't pre-watch these things, so you don't know.
Absolutely not. No. I mean, they're both Theo Von, Joe Rogan, both good, absolutely.
Absolutely, yeah. Both very good comedians, but that was fucking dog shit.
Not being funny, but
that wasn't funny.
I think our podcasts are funnier than that. I think they are.
Fucking wobbly chair. I almost fell off my chair.
What podcasts?
The ones that we nearly do every Friday.
Yeah, precisely.
No, I agree.
No,
It wasn't a good edit. They didn't
Yeah.
pick good clips. There's funny moments between those two where, like, Theo talks about, you know, his family eating an owl over Christmas and things like that. That are that like obscure that he did it in such a funny way. That was like, but he did say small talk. That was kind of the stuff
No, he
between
said funny small talk.
Yeah, the word funny shouldn't have been there. That's the bits between the funny bits, basically. So I'm not pretending.
Definitely wasn't
I'm not
funny.
pretending that was the best of those two together.
Definitely wasn't funny, and it was for me. It was just like, if I'd have listened to that, if that was on the radio, or if I'm driving to work and I put that on, 10, 20 seconds in, and I fucked it off.
Fair enough.
Yeah,
Would you?
I probably would actually. Yeah, it just didn't quite grab me. I must admit.
That came up in the feed that someone else had reacted to it and had tens of thousands of views. So
Yeah.
I'm like,
Really?
oh, I'm stealing that. That's the reason I queued it
Well,
up.
it'll be interesting to see what everyone thinks of it out there, won't it? Anyway, you
Yeah,
know.
it just wasn't for me. It was like, it was just a conversation.
Yeah.
I've had better conversations today at lunchtime. We've had better conversations.
I don't
We
think
have,
I don't think the comedy.
Yeah.
I don't think the comedy content was up there at all in that one. It was a bit of chat, but
One thing
just
was not.
didn't
It
really grab
wasn't
me.
funny.
It wasn't, like I say, it wasn't a good compilation.
No, but he said funny.
It's not a
Yeah.
good. It's not a good example of the banter between the two of them because they're both very funny together.
Yeah.
Like the
But it
first
sounded
time,
like to me, it's two guys who've been smoking weed for about an hour, having a
They
conversation.
found a few things between themselves really, really, really funny, and it didn't sort of. I didn't quite get it.
No, me
You know,
neither.
They were laughing quite hard at it in a few places, but to me, it was sort of like, yeah,
There was nothing in it. that
Didn't grab me.
No, there was nothing in it that got me. Yeah, but
Harry Muff.
hope you guys maybe have enjoyed it. Catch you on the next one.
Cheers, guys.